Hello triplets. Bit of a different setting than the other three videos. Well, the other three videos I've uploaded so far. And I'm sorry if it looks like I'm kind of looking off to the side of the camera. Or off the side of the view. My little camera I normally use. Oh, there it is. This one I normally use to record, and unfortunately it doesn't want to make contact with the program I'm using. So right now I'm using my mobile phone, and I've got this weird thing built in front of me where I actually got two wooden boxes on top of each other with my phone in a selfie stick to try and keep it balanced and focused on the same spot. Now, yesterday I was actually able to vlog something while I was at my parents'. Unfortunately, I just discovered that it's not working. Well, the picture is, it's just there's no sound. Don't know what I did wrong. I just know that there isn't any sound. Yeah, I was at my parents' yesterday because this weekend was Elfia, and I got dressed up. I got dressed up in a Hades costume. I had grey skin, blue hair, kind of really blue, well, really blue wig. It was like ridiculously blue. I'll insert the pictures somewhere around here if I can manage to put this video I'm now recording from my phone to my laptop into the program I'm using so I can edit it. But I kind of wanted to talk about how it was yesterday, and while I'm doing that I'm gonna take out this hair. My sister-in-law did my hair up so I could actually put the wig on without any of my own sticking out. So while I'm talking I'm gonna try and get everything out. It helps that I can actually see myself over there. There is a ridiculous amount of bobby pins, I think they're called. These ones. In my hair, so I'm gonna try and remove all those. But yesterday was absolutely fantastic. I was with my brother-in-law. Not my brother-in-law. I was with my brother and sister-in-law and their two daughters, Jade and Yasmin, and with her mother, Carla, or her mother, and my parents, and it was absolutely fantastic. We were all dressed up. My brother had an amazing costume. My little niece went as a Tinkerbell, and she looked amazing. I'm gonna insert a picture of her as well. I actually got permission, so I know I'm allowed to use pictures of my nieces. And she was kind of nervous, and she talked about the fact that if she went as a Disney or as Tinkerbell, that her father should as well, so my brother. And then one of his friends said, well, you're not going to. Well, guess what? He did. He went as Tinkerbeast, and he had an absolutely amazing costume, and all the reactions from the people around us were like, whoa, respect that he did that, and looks good. And people said he was a hero to actually have the guts or the balls to actually dress up as Tinkerbeast. And he had the same dress as Tinkerbell had, so really short dress. But my brother is a 2 meter full guy, so he looked really awesome. And my sister-in-law was dressed up as Ursula, and she did an amazing job as well. It was as if you took the cartoon characters and actually made the costumes from there. Now I'm trying to find any more bobby pins. I know there are plenty more in there, but yeah, it's kind of off screen. Sorry about that. But yeah, and one of my niece, Jade, was as Tinkerbell, and Jasmine was as Ariel with the blue dress, and she looked amazing. She looked a really good Ariel. Oh, there's the first. That looks weird now. But it does help me find the bobby pins, so that's good. My mom got dressed up in the old wedding outfits for my brother and sister's wedding. So that's the other one. So that was really good. It had a real elfish kind of vibe to it, because my brother-in-law and sister-in-law had a theme at their wedding, and her mom got dressed up in the same costume as well from the wedding, and it looked really good. My dad was our photographer. He took our old camera with him and actually took pictures. Now I'm gonna try and insert some in here as well. Oh, there I'm going with the braids. Just trying to see if I got everything. But we had such a fantastic day. It was lovely and sunny weather. It was like 27 or 28 degrees Celsius, so that was really, really nice. I didn't get burned, or sunburned, which I'm really, really happy about. And the smink we used, or the grime, actually came off properly. So I'm not walking around as a grey zombie today, which is good, because, well, I wouldn't be allowed to go to work tomorrow if my skin wasn't clean. It was one of the problems at working at a laboratory. You need to have clean skin. I can't wear any makeup or can't even put on body lotion because it might influence what we're doing. So I'm not allowed to do that. So it kind of restricts testing as well, because if any of it remains on my skin or my hands or my face, it's a problem. I'm also not allowed to wear makeup, so I kind of enjoy wearing makeup in the weekends to counter it. I was trying to see if I got all the bobby pins. I think there's still one there. No, but we had a fantastic day, and it was really sunny weather. And the people at Elfia, it's an elf fantasy fair kind of deal, and the event takes place at the gardens of a castle. And it's just amazing because the entire atmosphere is fantastic, because everyone's really relaxed and enjoying the sun and enjoying watching everyone in cosplay or talking to people, or yeah, it was amazing. And I actually got asked a couple of times to have my picture taken with people, but it was actually them taking the picture of me or taking it together, and it was fantastic. We had a Disney meetup when we met everyone who was Disney was allowed to come there. Well, everyone is allowed to, but everyone Disney themed were invited to go to that specific spot at a certain time, so we could actually meet up and have a picture taken. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that, to get it back. Now that's my hair with just the braids. Now it's actually really red still, if you can see that. If you compare it to the rest of my hair, it's really red, because I colored my hair a couple of years ago now. Well, not years, like a year and a half ago, and it's still kind of in there. So now I'm just taking out all the elastic bands. I saw really, really good cosplays, and it was fantastic. I saw a Suska Wiske, which is what kind of the comic I grew up with. There was a Winter Soldier, there was a Captain America, there was well, so many Disney figures and villains, and there was one woman, she was amazing. She was dressed up as Cruella de Vil, which I like, because the classic Disneys are easily forgotten by most people, or if you think about doing a Disney, you usually end up doing the princesses or stuff like that. And it's really fun to see that quite a lot of people take the classics or take the villain sides, which is really good. Actually, when I was as Hades from Hercules, and I saw 2 people who were dressed up as Meg from it, and 2 people who were dressed as Hercules. So that was really fun to see, because Hercules isn't really a movie that's easily taken. But there were so many people. We had some pirates, we had some Doctor Who's, we had some Maleficents, orcs. Basically anything you can think of that's fantasy based is there. People dress up at them, and it's a really friendly atmosphere. And Elfia is only done twice a year, and one of them is reasonably close to me, so that's the one we usually go to. And the other one is all the way in Arsen, and I'm not even sure where that is. I might put it down in like a subtitle thingy if I actually Google it. But we usually go to this one, and this was the first year my mum was going as well. And well, my mum is in a wheelchair, so it's a bit more difficult for her to come. Although Elfia is completely wheelchair friendly, it's just a more difficult because it is a confrontation. She's a COPD patient, so these kind of things tend to be a bit more difficult for her to visit. But I'm really glad that she decided to come this year. And when we started, there was this really long line, there always is, for people to come in. But she was already so looking around and seeing everyone and watching people arrive all dressed up, and she finally got to see what we experience every time. Because Elfia, the whole atmosphere is so relaxed, so friendly. I've never actually seen anyone argue at Elfia. And such a relaxed atmosphere and everything. Oh, my hair is really curly now. I had braids in for 2 days. But she's also kind of the magic touch behind my costumes, because I would like to claim that I made my own costumes. I don't. Not yet. I make props, and my mom helps me with making the dresses or the costumes or anything like that, because simply I don't have the experience yet. So my mom is the reason why I looked amazing this time, and why I felt amazing as well, because while I was walking around as Hades, I felt fantastic. I could see my brother being asked questions, and they were responding to everyone. And so many people were asking if they could take a picture of my brother, and I completely agree with them because he looked awesome. But just the entire atmosphere, and people recognized me as well. They recognized my nieces, although my little niece was really worried about not being recognized. But she was just Tinkerbell, so yeah, she was recognized a lot. But it was really good to see people actually recognize you or give you a small compliment. And if you ever see a cosplayer out there, or you go to events and you think someone looks good, or you like a costume, please tell them. Please tell the cosplayers, because to hear anyone say, or to know that you've been recognized, or someone say like awesome or looks good, or oh, I recognize your character, it really makes someone's day. And there was one lady who was walking by me, and she was talking with a friend, and then all of a sudden I could hear behind me, hold up, was that Hades? And I actually said yes, thank you, because she was the first person to actually recognize me. And oh, a stray bobby pin. So it's really, really nice to know that your character is being recognized, or you think that the person looks good. And don't be shy to ask for questions, or ask for a picture or anything, because it tells us cosplayers that we did a good job. Because you think the costume is worthy of a picture, and even if you don't do anything with the picture, or you keep it for private collection or whatever, it does make us feel good about the fact that pictures are being taken, and we do not mind posing at all. Really, if if I was in cosplay or wearing costume, and you you would walk up to me, I would like, hey, yeah, no, sure, yeah, fantastic. I'm sure I'll pose for you, and that's kind of what we always do. People do like it when you go and ask for pictures. Just don't ask pictures while we're either waiting in the queue to go to the toilet. It does happen. Eating or carrying stuff that doesn't comply with the character. Of course, you can ask us if we're carrying something which we then can either put on the ground or give to someone. Just wait until we actually have our hands empty or anything, because it doesn't belong to the cosplay or to the costume at that moment, and it makes us feel a bit rushed. And I say this as if I'm always being photographed. Joke, but I don't. It's just, yeah. It's nice to take in account that even though it is a cosplay, there is still a person behind it, behind all the makeup or the special effects or the clothes. There's still a normal human being there. So yeah, take that into account. It does help a bit. And I can see, why is my timer's blinking? Right, I'll reload, one sec. Okay, I just figured out why my little light was blinking. My phone ran out of space, so I was limited to very little amount of time. I actually had to take the recording I had just done to put it in my on my computer. So to take it off my phone into my computer, I could also check whether the recording actually would play in my the program I'm using, which is this. So that's absolutely fantastic. What was I talking about? I was talking about Elfia. I know that much. Okay, that would. Sorry, I just replayed the last bit so I could see or more hear what I was talking about. I was talking about respecting cosplayers, but on Elfia that's not really a big deal because you're walking there and it kind of the location kind of has its own rules, that you respect whoever's walking by, that you don't go talking trash of anyone's costumes or how they behave or how they walk, or if you bump into someone you apologize for it. And yeah, it's just everyone's there to have a good time, to be relaxed, to enjoy the bands that are playing, and to enjoy other people walking by, to see everyone in costume, or even if you go without a costume yourself, that's absolutely fine, because it's not a requirement. If you want to go in a costume, of course you can, but it's not like, okay, we're at the gates and you're not in costumes, by then you're not allowed in. Whatever you're dressed, as long as it's respectful, or if you're not trying to provoke anyone, it's allowed. They have strict rules on cosplay weapons, in regards to guns and stuff. They're quite strict about that. Or animals, they made those rules a bit more tight as well, because it gets really busy. There are points on the train where you can walk a very slow pace because it's just that busy. So yeah, they make good rules about pets and stuff. They're allowed, but overall it was a fantastic day. One of the bands had the music a bit too loud, so you couldn't even hear yourself think while you were sitting down. But that was one minor thing. So that's absolutely fine. And overall we had a fantastic day, and I was really happy to be there with my brother, sister-in-law, my two nieces, her mother, and my parents, because my dad did come with us once before to Aachen, but it was my mom's first time, so it was absolutely fantastic. And she had an amazing day. We all had an amazing day, and it was fantastic to see the reactions, to see and hear the reactions to the costumes we were wearing. We did a Disney villain, along with the Disney shoot. We also did a Disney villain photo shoot, which was a lot of fun as well. Just to see everyone all dressed up and to stand there and talk to each other about costumes and makeup and how you can keep your makeup on your arms the best, because, well, if it's warm, I've got mine here, which is lovely grey color. It was this color. It looks more blue in this light, but it was this color in my face, my neck, my arms, my back, shoulders, torso. It was all that color. So we talked about how you can actually do that best. So it's a lot of fun. You can get a lot of tips from everyone. I'm just scratching through my hair to try and get to see if I got all the braids out now. Well, no, this one here. Oh, so it's the elastic band as well. No, but it was a fantastic day, and I'm really looking forward to next time. I'm actually going to prepare a post-APOC cosplay, because I actually got one of my best friends to agree to take pictures of me. She's starting, well, a hobby photographer, so she did say that, and how another bobby pin. But we're gonna try and make it work. So for that, I'm gonna try and get my post-APOC costume expanded to build more of the basic I already have. Because he lives near a forest, and they have all these kind of broken down sheds and stuff. So it's a perfect setting for post-APOC. In regards to post-APOC, like 10 years of a disease or destruction or any kind of scenario you want to do. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm going to be working on that. It's going to be based on The Walking Dead, kind of that idea. I haven't seen past season 5, so please, no spoilers. If you leaving a message, no spoilers, please. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm not sure what I'm gonna dress up to Elfia next year. I'm gonna try and start a lot sooner than I did this time, because Elfia kind of crept up on me, and we ended up only having a week and a half. So for my mom to make the costume the way she did is amazing. She is such a good seamstress. Is that the word? I would say magician, but she can work all kinds of fabrics and make them work. So one day I hope to be able to do the same. But for that I actually need to try and practice and get ideas. I got plenty of ideas, but to actually do work them into a plausible cosplay, and that's why I don't have curly hair. I think I've got everything now. Oh my god, I've got such good... For me, this is really curly hair as well. You can actually see the difference in color. That's awesome. So yeah, I promised my mom I would take a picture of this. Show her exactly how fluffy and curly it is now. So I'm gonna do that. But now, after Elfia, the search always begins. You try to get pictures or numbers or names from people that take pictures, but sometimes it's almost impossible and you're left. I'm just taking off the stray hairs and put them near my bin. That's over there. The search always starts because you have to try and stalk certain Facebook pages, internet, to try and find a picture of yourself. So that's always a bit of fun, but the moment you find a picture of yourself, it's like the best, because there are professional photographers there at Elfia, and they take your pictures and they send you pictures, and it's always fun because they take a different look at how you see yourself in regards to how they take the pictures. So to actually find one is always like finding a treasure box, or to find a toy in your cereal. I don't know why I used that one, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I can advise anyone to go to Elfia once, or to go to events and check out which kind of have the more relaxed base, because Comic-Con is a lot of fun. It is, and people do dress up, but I find it's a bit more forced in a way. The cosplay is a bit more forced. And this is, Elfia is kind of a Renaissance fair, if you could compare it to that. There are market stalls, you can buy food there, you can buy drinks, food, tea, mead, warm mead. That's always very nice. And it is such a relaxed atmosphere, and everyone's really friendly, and if anything happens, for like if something happened to your costume, people try and help you, to try and help you fix it, or yeah, some things like that. It's a very friendly atmosphere, and I could keep rambling on about Elfia and why I love it so much. I can advise anyone to go to try it out, whether you're in costume or not, or in character or not, whether you have a cosplay, a closet cosplay, or a full out homemade costume or bought costume. It doesn't matter. You're all there to enjoy the same things, to enjoy the day. And we were very lucky yesterday with the weather. There have been years where it was absolutely freezing, and there have been years where the sunshine is out and you could just sit on the grass for a bit and enjoy the day, watch everyone go by, and it's a lot of fun. So I can advise anyone to go and take a look. But yeah, I'm really surprised by my hair. Yeah, I'll spare you all the ramblings on about Elfia, but I'm gonna try and see what I might want to be next year. I might go down the villain track again, or maybe there will be a movie soon which inspires me to do certain cosplay. You never know what comes around, so I wish everyone a really good day, and I hope the week will bring you lots of good stuff and lots of good vibes and everything, and yeah, just have a fantastic day. And if you're not, then get through this one, have a new day tomorrow and see what happens then. So that's me signing off. Thank you all for watching, and as always, welcome to the galaxy. Bye.